Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Camcast Radio Live. I am your host, Cameron Lewis. Just give you guys a minute to come on in. I got my friend Patrick Brown coming in today. And before we get started, just want to get a few little things out of the way here. If you would like to support this podcast and ministry financially, you can do so by going to anchor.fm, Camcast Radio, and selecting one of the support options. Or you can cash at me at CLEW Sound. That's CLEWSOUND. Also, if you have any suggestions for topics of discussion, or if you would like to be a guest, or if you would like your goods or services or brand advertised on the show, please email me at clewsound@gmail.com. All right. Thank you all for tuning in again. I do have my friend Patrick Brown coming in today shortly. Let me actually tag him so that it actually goes to his page so that his friends can see that it's on really quickly. Don't know why I didn't do it automatically. All right. Once again, like I said, I have my friend Patrick Brown. This is the series, what we're doing. It's called a Focus on Black Excellence. Basically, I looked out on social media on Facebook and I saw my friend Patrick that I actually grew up going to church with. Our fathers are both pastors, and I see what he's doing with the hemp industry and CBD and things like that. And he really has a great vision for his community. Actually, it's really an inspiring story. You know, like I said in the flyer, Black History Month is over, but you know the future is ever upon us. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in Patrick Brown. What's going on, Patrick?
All right. How are you doing, Cam?
Doing pretty good. If you could, I don't know what's going on real quick. If you could go on my page and share this to your page. That way your people can see it. Not sure what happened to the tagging option on mine. So that's usually not a problem. I'm not sure what happened.
Let me see if I can find you here. Okay. All right.
Oh, here we go. I can hit this one though. Now, am I able to share publicly to your feed? Or do you have privacy settings that would prohibit it? That should do it. All right, we're just waiting for Patrick to come back so we can get his story out. It's really good. I watched the documentary on his business and on just what he's doing with his farm, and it's really good. Like, it's really inspiring. He has a heart for the community. He has a heart for his people, and you don't see a lot of that. And so this story needs to be told.
Yeah, Cam is there.
Okay, cool. All right, so like I was just telling everybody, you know,
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
No.
Nothing changed. What about now? Can you hear me? Let me bring you back in and see what happened. I'm not sure what's going on. Sorry about that. Not sure what's going on right now. Why you can't hear me? Let's see.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I was telling the people that, you know, I looked out. We're friends on Facebook. I saw your business and I started just kind of researching and seeing what you had going on. And I was just really impressed with what you were doing. And then I went and watched your documentary, as I was telling you earlier. But let's just start off. Let's get a little background on just who you are. Tell us a little bit of your history.
Sure. Like Cam mentioned, hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in. My name is Patrick Brown. I am a fourth generation farmer on the Brown family farm estate. Our farm has been in existence since the end of the Civil War.
Mm.
We're very fortunate to still be able to farm the land four generations later that was originated in the late 1800s. So what we are intending to do as the fourth generation farm on the state is to provide a process for uh, to provide a process for the environment that can be structured for the need of food traceability. That's our number one priority, is to be able to provide and help with the combat the food shortage in the United States, and not just the United States but the world.
Wow.
And that is our key purpose and mission, as well as to provide holistic processes to help mitigate some of the issues that people have without worrying about harmful side effects or things that break down the body instead of build up the body. So we do it in two ways, and that's through food and traceability, and through herbs and holistic science that we create organically on our farm without using any type of GMO processes.
Okay. Now you mentioned this question popped up as you were talking. You mentioned contributing to helping out with the food shortage. Now,
Yeah.
what about the known massive waste, especially a lot of the grocery stores? Like, what do you see like as a I guess an offset, to that issue?
So with waste, what grocery stores have to understand and deal with is they need to set up a relationship with some of the farmers to give some of that waste
Mm,
to be properly composted and to create amendments for soil.
mm,
Exactly what we do with produce that it may be spoiled or rotten or has set out too long due to some type of issues where we're trying to package or the produce is not good enough to package. We
mhm.
try to be self-sustainable as much as possible and add those products back into our composting that we turn and exchange, create and build up amendments that we can add to the soil. That way we're not wasting anything and we add more nutrients instead of purchasing new things to utilize for other organic amendments that we may purchase instead.
Oh, okay, that sounds pretty good. So, kind of give us a little bit of the background on how you got started with with the farm.
Well, to be honest, my father, who is 94 years old now, he
Wow.
stopped farming at the age of 82 years old. And at that time, I was in my career,
Hmm.
deep in my career, and I knew at one point in time, and it was coming up soon, that I was going to have to add as the replacement to my father's business when it comes to actually cultivating and propagating land there on
Hmm.
our farm. And my mother at the time, she was handling all the business processes for the farm, while my dad was into his retirement from ministry and farming. And
Hmm.
we ended up leasing a lot of our land out to another minority farmer. And the other minority farmer always told me that sooner or later, I'm not going to be able to continue to do this. We need some young, energized farmers like yourself that could
Hmm.
come back and provide some of the processes that's needed to make sure that this land is being utilized correctly. So I took those words from the minority farmer that helped my father when he retired, and I told my father, that I was going to pick up where he left off. My mother and my father, they always used to just joke and laugh like, you're not going to be serious about farming. Stay doing what you do with your career. The
Hmm.
land will be here. Don't worry about it. But as the years went on, I took strides each and every year to try to slowly transition into uh, providing ideas to my mom and dad that I could change this farm into more of a modernized cultivation, where we create processes that actually help others instead of just farming the land and make sure that the land is being turned over each and every year. So some of those ideas I provided to my mom and my dad. One
Hmm.
of them happened to be holistic herbs and medicine and industrial hemp. And another one happened to be creating a community supported agriculture program where we can help give food back to the community, as well as build up the farm into a structure where it can become profitable again. And over the years, the last 6 years, we've been able to do that. And
Mhm.
each and every year, we're coming up with various ideas that adds on to the mission of what we have currently tied to now.
Okay.
Agritourism will be one of the ventures that we're going to be looking into the future.
What's
Just
that?
different.
What-
Agritourism is more so allowing people to come onto the farm and learn
mhm.
through demonstrations or workshops.
Okay.
Is allowing vendor opportunities where people can bring their business ideas and opportunities to our farm, and then we all work together to create a festival or some type of unique attraction. All those things are processes of agritourism.
Okay.
Barnyard weddings, ventures such as that. All those things can be added to our agricultural portfolio for our business.
Wow, that's amazing. And if you're just joining again, this is Cameron Lewis with Camcast Radio. I have my guest, Patrick Brown. We're doing basically a series and a focus on Black excellence. Once again, this guy's a genius. I mean, I'm just listening to all this stuff and I'm like, wow, the ideas. If you go, let me pull up his website. If you go to his website, hempfinityus.com, you'll actually be able to see a documentary on. Let me pull up the right one. You'll actually be able to see a documentary on his farm and the hemp business, and it's a lot to it. Like it's not just like some people think. Like you were telling in the documentary that people thought somebody think it was your fiance was saying or something about how it was just oh yeah, she was talking about her brother who is has a science background, and she said something about he was into the studying hemp and the CBD and stuff. And she was like, oh, that stuff's just for hippies. But, there's a lot of profitability. There's a lot of, medical applications and all sorts of things. And that stuff is, that information is available on your website. But I wanted you to, excuse me, I want you to talk about some of that stuff because you're offering a lot of services and products to the community, and there's a lot of health benefits even just based off what I saw, and I really want people to get an understanding of that stuff so that even some of these states that haven't passed laws to legalize legal commercial marijuana, they could understand too.
Yeah. So the holistic portion of our business is to provide a alternative to pharmaceutical drugs.
Hmm.
And what we found is that the variety of industrial hemp that we grow focuses on pain mitigation. It
Hmm.
focuses on PTSD, anxiety, stress, sleep deprivation, just to name a few. And we have studied it, we have researched it, we have cultivated it, we have harvested it, we have cured it, packaged it, and distributed it.
Hmm.
And the products sell themselves because we get the testimonials and the feedbacks from our customers of what our products have helped them with and what type of pharmaceutical drugs has been prescribed to them that they no longer take. And that's the whole purpose of why we grow it. It adds the same value of organic food to your body to help with weight loss, with hypertension and cholesterol and high blood pressure, all those things.
Hmm.
Both of our business models of what we grow on the farm tie into holistic approach of healing, mitigation to help with various various ailments that people deal with all the time. And we're not trying to be in competition with pharmaceutical companies or anything like that. We
Hmm.
just want to provide our community and our clients with an alternative approach.
Wow, that's awesome. So let's talk about some of the products that you have, because I saw some of the things I saw. I was like, wow, you wouldn't think. Uh, let me pull it up here. Screen sharing right quick. All right, let's talk about this here.
Sure.
What am I looking at right here?
So what you're looking at there is a 1,000 milligram or 500 milligram tincture oil, full spectrum, uh, cannabinoid oil that helps with the things that are listed there:
Okay.
anxiety, depression, OCD, ADD, ADHD, autism, mood swings, mental clarity, migraines, pain, inflammation, soreness, swelling, acne, eczema, pityriasis, and dementia.
Mm,
Those are some of the things that our oil is can help a customer with. And the way you take that product is you would uh, take 2 to 3 droplets
mhm.
under the tongue and hold it for 20 seconds, and do that twice a day. And as your body reacts to the oil, you could increase the dosage.
Mhm.
And a 30 milligram bottle, milliliter bottle, sorry, would last anywhere between 35 to 40 days for a customer.
Okay. And how much? What's the general price range on this?
So for the 500 milligram bottle, the price is $59.99.
Okay.
And for the 1,000 milligram bottle, the price is $89.99.
Okay. And I
And
was looking at that. It's something I might even invest in because it has a psoriasis there. I don't know if you noticed, but my face was all blotchy because last year I suffered from a really bad case of psoriatic arthritis.
oh wow.
So, and it was like I literally got like the worst case scenario. It's funny because first of all, it's like only like 2 to 3% of black people get psoriatic arthritis.
Right.
So it was rare on that case, but then it was also rare because only a small percentage get it from head to toe, and I got it from head to toe because generally psoriatic arthritis is constricted to one area of the body and one side of the body, and I literally had the psoriasis from head to toe, and I had the arthritis on both sides of my body, like my wrists, my knees, my shins, my feet, my ankles, my neck, my back, my ribs. It felt like
Wow.
it was crazy. So this type of I have a personal interest in kind of knowing a little bit more about this as well. So it's
Okay.
not just it seems to be very beneficial. So I know you were telling me with this next one. I think it's this one. Yeah, you was talking about how it's more. Your farm is more than just hemp and CBD.
Absolutely. So what we do for the community and is a part of our community development outreach to our communities, providing a community supported agriculture program. In our community supported agriculture program, we provide organic produce
Hmm.
in 1/2 bushel boxes to our members and non-members each and every week. Wednesdays and Thursdays beginning April the 12th, 2021. We have 2 phases of our membership. We have an 18-week program and we have
Hmm.
a 32-week program. The 32-week program is a lot cheaper than the 18-week program, and it is compared to the grocery store. It's the cost of half of what you would purchase per month from a grocery store for vegetables that you don't know that are organic or not,
Right.
and you don't know what farm that they came from. Compared to our farm, we are GAP certified through the United States Department, or North Carolina Department of Agriculture for Harmonized Plus, where
Hmm.
we get audited each and every year to make sure that our good agriculture practices are being monitored properly so that we can provide the organic food and be certified to be able to produce it for the community and
Wow.
for clients outside the community. So with our CSA, this is our way that we give back to the community to fight food shortage. And for my particular county, Warren County, we only have one grocery store. So
Mm.
where we're located, our farm is the southeast corner of Warren County.
Hmm.
And instead of a person having to travel 15 miles to get to that nearest grocery store, they can stop by our farm once a week, and it'll save that person from having to source that food from a grocery store that they don't know where that food actually came from. So that is our key process for the community supported agriculture program. And as we grow to add more members, we're also adding economic development for our county by creating jobs and allowing
Okay.
others to work on our farm. So that is our outlook on our community supported program.
Okay. So what about plans for, I guess, expansion within the county so that you have more touch points for people to actually pick up?
Yes, yes. So as we grow, we're going to start providing the delivery option. We're going to start adding
Okay.
points, access points, or delivery drop off points where customers can pick up that may live on the other side of town, making it easier for people that are working throughout the times of the week for our drop offs, making it easier for them to be able to pick up boxes.
Hmm.
So as our program grows, those options also become available.
Wow. That's wow, that's amazing. Like I said, y'all, focus on Black excellence. I got Patrick Brown with me again, and we're talking about his farming endeavor, CBD hemp. And he also has a food program. He's got a lot of stuff going on. I couldn't even do justice trying to describe. And actually, we don't even really have enough time to talk about all the stuff this man has going on with his business, with his farm. I remember talking to him a couple of weeks ago on the phone, setting up the interview, and he was saying that farming was his side job. And then when you go look at the documentary on his website, it says that there's no days off in farming. So it's like, how
Right,
is your side job something that you can't get any days off from?
right.
you know. But so I wanted to kind of talk about the future. Well, actually, you know what? Let's keep going through. I'm gonna go through the rest of these photos first. Let's get the
Okay.
explanation on these.
Yeah.
Um, talk about this right here.
Yeah.
I
So
know
let's
this is the back, but
yeah, let's can you go to the front of the box and we can start from there?
there we go.
All right. So what we're presenting here is an actual uh collection, a limited collection item that a lot of our current Hempfinity clients have been waiting on. We're actually going to premiere our product at the end of this month, where we are presenting our Hempfinity hibiscus tea line. And
Okay.
in our tea line, this is a limited collection box where we're going to actually allow the client and customer to be able to try all three blends. There's a immunity blend that helps with fighting off common colds and building up the immune system.
Hmm.
Then we have a detox, which is a full body detox blend. And then we have a high energy blend that's going to help with the non caffeine coffee drinkers. If you're trying to stop drinking coffee, if you're trying to stop drinking caffeine teas and things like that, you can get this high energy blend decaffeinated tea version, and it's going to help with all the things that the coffee gives you, except for the harmful things that coffee bean provides to your body. So we're
Hmm.
going to do 500 pieces of this particular product that we're releasing for our tea line.
Hmm.
And the customer then would know which tea blend they prefer most. And then we're going to come right back behind that once it's sold out and provide a individual package blends that's going to be available on our e-commerce space. And that's going to be the www.hempfinityus.com website.
Okay. Pull that up real quick so they can see.
Yep.
All
And
right.
our all our products, we pay homage to the ancestors that put us in a position to be able to continue to grow our farm business.
Hmm.
All of our packaging has the second generation farmer Grover Brown, which is my grandfather, and my father, the third generation farmer on the estate, Reverend Dr. A. Brown.
And that's him on the left, right?
Yes, that's
Just for
my
those
father.
that don't know.
My father's on the left. Both of them in this particular photo were pictured in front of my grandfather's store in Brooklyn, New York, in 1968. My grandfather owned a bodega in Brooklyn, New York, and they're sitting outside of his store.
Wow.
He had a few convenience stores, even one in Henderson, North Carolina, as well, and one right outside of our farm, which is
Wow.
located at the east corner of our Brown family estate.
Wow. So that's a whole, you're looking at a whole legacy of Black excellence and also of wealth, entrepreneurship, and just legacy. That's the big thing, especially in our I think that's important because especially in our African American families, there's not a whole lot of that. We
Right.
got a lot of people trying to still, they just trying to still get a job to take
Right.
care of, their day to day. But whereas, you were fortunate, to have this great legacy passed on, and then kudos to you too for having the wherewithal and the mental fortitude and the mindset to actually say, hey, yeah, I need to carry this on. You didn't just focus on what you wanted to do with your life and what you had planned, but you actually, you took on the vision of someone else, and you actually, based on the things you were saying in the beginning, you actually spearheaded a lot of the new directions that the company is going in.
That's correct. Absolutely. And I would be doing a disservice to my ancestors to not fulfill some of the positions that were set forth for us, and also giving me the opportunity to create generational wealth and be able to pass that down to my children and their
Right.
children, be able to pass it down to their children. But what would be more important than anything, monetary, would be the actual land, the
Right.
value of land, and being able to structure that so we can add to it instead of minimize it or lose it.
Wow. So what steps are you taking? Because I got to throw the word in here. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes, how it's foolish. It's not foolish, but it's like it's vanity, because you labor for what you do, and then who knows what the next generation is going to do with it, or what the next man is going to do, with what you've done. So what steps are you taking to kind of instill something in your son, to create a sense of legacy in him?
Yeah, so it's the same exact thing that my dad instilled in me. It's the ability to see it for yourself. Your
Mm,
works outperform your words.
right.
My son sees that how passionate I am in land, structure, and creativity and business add value, that
Hmm.
he sees that how important it is to me would be just as important to him when he becomes a man, to be
Right.
able to make decisions on his own. My father had me out on the land as early as 8 years old. I
Wow.
started driving one of his tractors at the age of 9. I started driving one of his farm trucks at the age of 10.
Mm.
And it's something that, yeah, it was hard work growing up. I hated it growing up. I could say that today. But as the Bible teaches us, whatever's instilled in you, your belief system, would be deep rooted in your heart. To
Hmm.
whatever you do in life, you will always go back to where you are started your processes. And I believe that 100%. I've been all over the world. I've been through many countries, and I always tell each and everybody is no place like home.
Right.
However small, however small my hometown continues to get, it means the world to me when I go back to it and I see that it's things that are needed and things that need to be done. And the first thing is by providing an example of what we need to do on the land that we already have, also helps motivate others in the community to do something with what they have.
Right.
And uh, outreach and development and community development and inspiring others to do that, I feel is just very important, and it ties back into how you raise your children. So my son may not understand now at
Hmm.
7 years old, but he will be seeing more of what we do as he grows older. And then we provide literature, things in writing, we keep up with our family history. All those things provide him with the understanding of how important things was or were or are while I am still living.
Wow. Wow. That's extremely important, man. But like I said, I admire what you've done and I noticed in the documentary how he was like running around like he was the cameraman himself. Like when your fiance was talking to the cameraman, he was running behind her like, yeah, I'm filming this thing too. So you think he might have a career in filmography or cinematography coming up?
I don't know, between that and sports. I don't know, what his passion is as of yet, but he has a way that I put him in a position that he could be whatever he wants as long as he's successful at it. He'll do well.
That's what's up. All right, so let's keep on with these pictures. Let's see. Let's talk about this right here. Looks like trouble.
No, it's
No.
actually I wouldn't say it's trouble, but it gives our customers a way to withstand or contain the cannabinoid through ways of the way it goes into the bloodstream. And this way, particularly, is for people that traditionally smoke
Hmm.
without having to worry about the harmful side effects of um, psychoactive THC. And with growing industrial hemp in the state of North Carolina, we have to stay below the 0.3% threshold in order to be able to market products such as this. And we are in state compliance. We're tested by the state. We do third party testing to make sure that when we have our products packaged, that that we are within that threshold to be able to market it to our customers. And that's where we at right now with this product, which is a 14 pack hipette
Hmm.
um, package for customers that are used to purchasing individual pre-rolls from the smoke shops or retail spaces that are out in our state. Instead, we'll be able to provide double the amount at
Hmm.
14 individual rolls in our packages, and we'll be able to save the customer over $142 per pack in purchasing for the
Hmm.
value at $42 per pack that we advertise on our website.
Wow. So what type of symptoms or yeah, what type of symptoms does this kind of help you with?
So this helps with anxiety,
Hmm.
sleep deprivation, stress. This helps with hypertension, high cholesterol levels, um, and a few other things that allow the cannabinoid percentage to get to the bloodstream a lot faster than the traditional oil would do.
Okay. And I know you mentioned what was it? We were talking about the cancer, like how it's not a cancer risk. But you did say something because
Yeah.
just so that people know the health risks
Yes.
involved.
Yes. So there is no research that has shown that industrial hemp improves cancer chances of a person obtaining cancer. However, it is research studies that show that it helps to stop cancer molecules that grow into the body with the THC A
Hmm.
cannabinol percentage that's inside our full spectrum products. It
Hmm.
helps to slow down cancer tumors that may have already been projected in the body.
Wow. So this business is really it's really spilling into all types of areas, man. You got legacy, you have community outreach, you have health benefits. You know what I'm saying? And then economy, because I know you were talking about how eventually the plan is to be able to give jobs back into the community. You want to talk
Yeah.
about that some?
Yes, absolutely. Economic development in my county is still one of the issues that um, people have been faced with long before I was born in Warren County. We during the '60s and the '70s were a manufacturing town. We created our own businesses. We had thriving businesses there, and we had development. And over the years, it's just slowed down to the point where it's just so stagnant where if you close your eyes and open them, you've already driven through the town. So
Mm.
one of my main things, especially in my community of Hex Grove, where our farm is located, is to be able to hire some of the members of the community to work on our farm, and also to build up a young farmer so that we'll actually be able to motivate a younger generation person that is willing to learn how to work with their hands. The Some of the vocational courses that were in the school system when I was growing up and when you were growing up
Hmm.
that allowed us to work in the trade field are no
Right.
longer in existence in our county.
Right.
So a farm can build up some of those life skills, and that's important because some kids they may grow up in a one parent household that they may not have the ability or the father figure in their home to be able to teach them some of the life skills that they would probably learn on a farm. And so giving back to the younger generation and creating jobs for economic development in our county, I think our farm will be a great place to do that at.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, and I think this is the last one here, the last slide over here. Let me click over. Um, these what these
Some
are
of
topical ointments and whatnot.
Yes, correct. So those are
Mhm.
our topical creams and ointments. We have the lotion. We have two forms of lotion that is a topical that can be applied directly to an area that is affected on your body by pain that you're
Mhm.
trying to get a temporary relief. Where the plastic bottle lotion is an on-the-go bottle where you can take with you each and everywhere that you go. And then we have the glass bottle, which is a higher milligram percentage of the active ingredient cannabinol that you can use each and every day at home. And then we have a roll-on pen applicator, which is the if you
This
take a
one right
look at
here.
the photo, is the little small bottle with the black top.
This one right here.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And that applicator can be taken on the go. It reminds you of a traditional Bengay pen that some of us old athletes used to use when we were playing basketball or football, that you have in your gym bag and you pull it out in the gym, and right before you warm up, you apply something to an area in your body that you're having some type of inflammation or pain. That is
Mhm.
our version of that with our cannabinol. And then we have at the bottom the actual salve ointment, which is a thicker cream that goes directly to an area also on your body that is affected by sharp pain, aches and pains. Also, you can utilize it on your temples each and every night before you go to bed to help soothe you to prevent sleep depression, deprivation. Sorry,
Mhm.
and that's pretty much it for our ointments.
Okay. Now, as far as scent, is there a scent to these or?
Yes, yes. So the lotion has a mint scent.
Mhm.
The salve, which is the thicker ointment, has a lemon or lemon eucalyptus scent and a lavender scent and or fragrance. And then we have the roll-on pen, which is a peppermint fragrance.
Okay. And there's no like strong with any of them. There's like no strong, overbearing or
No,
unattractive scents.
no.
Okay.
Each fragrance that we add to our products are natural herbs that we grow and incorporate into our product. So we have lavender, eucalyptus, lemon. We break all of those processes down and put it into our products.
Okay. That's awesome, man. That's pretty much awesome. So, lastly, last question for you, man. I really enjoyed just kind of. I'm intrigued, man, just to see all the stuff you got going on, and like I said, we still haven't even scratched the surface of a lot of the stuff that you're doing. But talk about what you see in the future for the company.
What I see in the future for the company is longevity in creation and manufacturing of textiles. That's where I see where we going forward as the future grows in the industrial hemp space. We want to be able to create fabrics, ropes, bioplastics, biofuels that we can create from fiber and herd that we can wholesale to manufacturing companies and add to the manufacturing and creation of industrial products in the United States. That helps with eliminating importing and exporting to other countries where we're getting raw materials and building it here in the United States. We want to be able to create that same process here in North Carolina, which also will create jobs, which also would allow our company to scale up. And being a minority certified owned business, we'll be able to branch and consult other farms and allow them to understand how to grow fiber and herd. For our produce uh, 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 section of our business, where
Mhm.
we're creating fresh organic fruits and vegetables to the community, as we grow and create an area of the county where we can provide that product, we will also be able to expand our logistics and delivery service outside of our county area and maybe outside of our state.
Mm.
We're working with some very large distribution companies right now that are looking to do business with minority ownership and inclusion in agriculture.
Yeah.
Some of those companies are willing to take a chance on building up small minority farms to be able to be included and work together with other minority farmers to be able to build up more minority farms in the state of North Carolina, which is big for us. So that's where I look into the future for Brown Family Farms, is that we're going to be able to build partnerships. We're going to be able to expand into larger corporations and create larger networks and be able to provide education, outreach, development, and being able to add more value added products and help with building households and economic development in Warren County.
That's amazing. Well, there you have it, people. I hope you have gotten some good information. Go back and watch it. There's a lot to learn here. I'll put up your website again. I have the hempfinityus.com here. Now, tell me about this one more time about this website here, the Brown Family Farms, so that people know what that's all about again.
So, Brown Family Farms CSA program starts April 12th, 2021. With this website, you can actually create how you would like to have your variety of fruits and vegetables cater to your kitchen. How you would have like to have that box each and every week, either for an 18-week program or a 32-week program. Or if you don't want to be a member, you can still create a box and have that picked up each and every week starting April 12th, 2021. So that is the easiest way to sign up for our membership. Everything can be done virtually. We do practice social distance and COVID protocols on our farm, and we sanitize all of our products, and we package all of our products for our customers. So if you want to learn more about our farm, you would go to their website, brownfamilyfarmcsa.com. Our website is building up each and every week. So each and every week up until the 12th of April, we're going to be adding products and ways that makes the website easier to use each and every time that you log on.
That's what's up. That's good stuff. Like I said, this has been the focus on Black excellence. I just wanted people to see, man, our people are doing great things. This man is doing amazing things for his community, things that appear like it's gonna go nationwide, possibly even global. If he keeps pushing like he's doing, we're not restricted to just being ball players and athletes and actors. We have this man is clearly showing a genius for agriculture and also for business. So, it's just it's an inspiration to me, and it can be an inspiration to you, and as well as show your children or whatever, show them that there's a lot to learn in the world, and all it takes is curiosity, some integrity, and focus, and you can accomplish the same type of greatness that Patrick is that he's accomplishing right now, and he's passing this on to his son, and that's the beautiful thing, man. That's what we need to see more of in our Black families, man.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Patrick, for being on today. I thank you to everyone that tuned in. This is going to go to the podcast on anchor.fm / Camcast Radio. However, there might be an addition. I might put some music on there. So, with my podcast, you never know. You gotta go to the actual site because there might be some additional stuff. This will be available also on YouTube on my channel, Seed Lose Sound. And you can find the replay here on Facebook. Till next time, thank you. And you guys have a blessed evening.